Hi everyone. Today I'm going to take you through a slow flow session. You won't need any props, but if you have a block handy, that's always helpful, but it's not necessary. I'm going to touch on different areas of the body, but our main focus is going to be the inner thighs, groins, and hips. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll begin on our backs. So just settling in here, bringing all of your intention inward, allowing the spine to be flush with the mat. Start to notice your breath. Just taking the opportunity to listen to your body and observe how you feel. And to settle in even more, let's take a deep inhale through the nose, filling the belly, the chest, pausing at the top. Exhale, let it go out the mouth. And again, deep inhale through the nose. Pausing at the top. And letting it all go. And then when ready, sealing the lips and continuing to breathe in and out through the nose. And just tuning in with the sensation of the rise and fall of your belly and chest. And as you deepen the breath, and create your own rhythm, maybe feeling a slight tone over the back of your throat. Engaging our Ujjayi breath. Allowing that ocean-like sound over the back of your throat. To help you settle in and stay focused. Beginning to rechannel any tension, any negative thoughts into your breath. Maybe allowing yourself to sink even deeper with each exhalation. On your next inhale, bring the legs together, hug the knees in towards the chest. Start to rock back and forth. Massaging the low back, gently waking up the body. And from here, extend the left leg forward onto the mat and gently hug the right knee in towards the chest. And then from here, hugging that right knee in towards the right armpit. So beginning to open up that right groin area. Continuing to breathe. Matching your inhales with your exhales. And then grabbing or holding the back of that right thigh. And as you inhale, extend the sole of your right foot up towards the ceiling. Maybe you feel a little shaking, especially if you're tight. And sliding, if the space is available, your hands up towards or just below the back of your knee. Breathe. Feeling a nice hamstring stretch. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Exhale, rebend in the knee. Good. Relax that leg down towards the mat and hug the left knee in towards the chest. Nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. And begin to work that left knee in towards the left armpit. So maybe just grabbing a hold of that left knee with your left hand and relaxing your right hand down towards your side. you need to readjust, feel free to move out of the pose and then gently work your way back in. Good. Holding the back of your thigh now. Good. As you inhale, let's extend the sole of your foot up towards the ceiling. Working that bind up the leg if the space is available. And if you tend to be really tight in the hamstrings, keeping a slight bend in the knee. Try to relax the shoulders and allow the main effort to remain in your hands and leg. 2 more breaths here. Embrace the shaking. Good. Exhale, rebend in the knee. Good. Let's hug both knees in towards the chest once more. And just give yourself a nice big hug, feeling a nice stretch behind the neck. Good. Release. And let's place the soles of your feet on the mat, fairly close to the hips. And let's counterbalance all of that forward folding by opening up just a bit. So pressing the forearms and the palms into the mat. Inhale, lift the hips. Just for a short bridge pose here. Good. Exhale, release. Hug the knees in towards the chest, crossing the ankles, and just gently rock yourself front to back and all the way forward. Good. So just taking a nice easy seat and pressing the chin towards the chest. Keeping the spine nice and long. Let's begin to roll the right ear towards the right shoulder. And then taking your left fingertips next to the left hip and walking the hand out away from the hip. Good. Feeling a nice stretch through the left side of that neck. And if you want a little more, taking that right palm, placing it along the side of your head, and then gently pressing the head into the palm and taking a few breaths here. Release. Chin to chest. And then working your way to the opposite side. Good. Maybe walking the right fingertips away from the hip. And placing that left palm on the right side of your head. Good. Try and relax that left shoulder. Good. Gently pressing the hand into the head into the hand. I'm just feeling a deeper variation here. Again, Good, staying nice and neutral through the spine. Trying to avoid any roundness in the back. Good, release. And let's take the palms to the knees, and we'll take a few seated cat-cows here. So as you exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Really feel a nice opening in that upper back. Then as you inhale, gently press the palms against the knees, lift the chest, relax the head. Good, let's take a few rounds. Exhale, round. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Inhale, come to a neutral spine. And let's work our way forward onto all fours. Good. Placing the knees in line with the hips, wrists in line with the shoulders. And let's open up the side bodies. So let's swivel to the left, opening up that right side of the body. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, gently switch sides. Inhale, exhale. So just working the hip and the head towards each other. Creating a nice opening through your right and left side. Good. Maybe circling the pelvis back and forward. Good. And then switching sides. Good. Coming back to a neutral spine. From here, let's curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. So maybe pedaling it out, allowing yourself to settle in a little more in this pose. Good. From here, let's take a nice bend in both knees. Really reach those hips up and back, and then begin to straighten the legs from here. Relax the heels, relax the knees. Good. Pressing through the index fingers and the thumbs. So creating internal rotation through the arms by working your arms in towards one another, almost as if you're dialing the hands in and out. Good. Relax the shoulders. Breathe. Coming back to your breath. Good. On your next inhale, let's rise to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, hop, step, walk forward. Good. Inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Good. Let's take ragdoll here. So grabbing a hold of your elbows. Good. And just allowing your upper body to hang. Good. Maybe swing side to side. Good. And energetically shifting your weight into the toes. Good. Feeling a nice stretch in the hamstrings once more. Breathe. Good. Release the mind. Inhale, lift and lengthen, gazing at the horizon. Good. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up. Sweep arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, fold in. Good. Soft knees. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, top of a push-up. Good. Shifting your weight forward into the toes. Good. Energetically pushing the floor away with your hands. Draw that navel in towards the spine. Feel the hips lift. Breathe. At the bottom of your next exhale, gently lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, curl the toes, downward facing dog. Maybe pedaling it out. Good. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Soften the shoulders, the knees. Good. Inhale, rise to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Hop, step, walk forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Nice neutral spine. Exhale, fold in. Good. Inhale, circle arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. So just working through a simple sun A here, creating heat. Good. Inhale, let's sweep the arms. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, top of a push-up. At the bottom of your exhale, gently lower down, elbows hugging in. Inhale, pull through and forward, untuck the toes. Good. Exhale, downward dog. Stay with the breath. Allow your breath to guide your movements. Good. Inhale, rise to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Hop, step, walk forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up, circle arms. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, arm sweep. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands. This time, step the left foot towards the back of the mat. Anjaneyasana. Lower that left knee down towards the mat. Untuck the toes. Inhale as you bring your hands to your right thigh. Good. Gently pressing into that front foot. Good. Shifting your hips back just a bit. So think of creating that 90-degree angle with your front leg. Good. Inhale, let's sweep the arms overhead. Good. Hugging the inner thighs towards one another. Relax the shoulders. Good. From here, let's take an open twist. Right arm back, left arm forward. Taking your gaze towards the right fingertips. Next inhale, let's reverse it. So right hand towards that back thigh. Left arm swims overhead. Good. Maybe tucking the ribs, the low ribs in slightly. And softening that right hip back into space. Good. Exhale, open twist. Good. Inhale, let's come back to center. Exhale, plant the hands. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee. and step forward. Standing forward fold. Soft knees, maybe grabbing a hold of your elbows, taking ragdoll once more, reconnecting with the breath. Good. Release the bind. Inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, plant the hands. Let's step the right foot back. Good. Anjaneyasana, left side. Inhale as you sweep the arms overhead. Good. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, open twist. Good. Inhale, reverse. Good. Exhale, open twist. Inhale, find your way back to center. And exhale, plant the hands, curl the back toes under, and step forward. Good. Let's take ragdoll. Good. Release the bind. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up, circle arms. And exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, sweep arms. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, top of a push-up. At the bottom of your exhale, gently lower down. Inhale, pull through and forward. Shine that heart. Good. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Bend the knee, open the hip. Good. Inhale, extend that leg. Exhale, step it forward between the hands. Crescent warrior. Inhale as you rise up, circle arms. Good. Back leg is nice and strong. Good. Lifting and extending through the ball of your back foot. Soften that right hip back into space. Tuck the low ribs in. And extend through the crown of your head. Good. On your next exhale, warrior two. Pivot and plant that back foot. Arms to a T. Good. Sending your front knee directly above the ankle. And your gaze just beyond your fingertips. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior. Left hand down left thigh, right arm swims overhead. Good. Softening that right shoulder away from the ear. Good. Feel that nice opening. Good. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Let's swing the arms down and slide that right leg back. Take a vinyasa. Exhale, gently lower down. Inhale, pull through and forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts, bend the knee, open the hip. Maybe coming up onto the ball of the right foot, creating more space. Good. Inhale, extend the leg. Exhale, step it through. Crescent warrior. Remember to breathe. Relax the shoulders. Good. Exhale, warrior two. Arms to a strong T. Good. Extending through the chest, out the fingertips. Good. Inhale, reverse. Good. Right hand down right thigh. Left arm swims overhead. Good. Soften that left shoulder away from the ear. Good. Exhale, warrior two. Good. Windmill hands down. Let's take a vinyasa. Slide that left leg back. Top of a plank. Gently lower down halfway. Inhale, pull through and forward. Exhale, downward dog. Always option to skip chaturanga if need be. And just take your way straight back to down dog. There's always options. Soften the shoulders. Reconnect with the breath once more. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it out. Good. Next inhale, rise to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, hop, step, walk forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up, circle arms. And exhale, hands to heart center. From here, shift your weight onto the right foot and hug the left knee in towards the chest. And then placing your right hand on your right hip. Taking a couple breaths here. Good. Once you have that nice balance, exhale, let's open the hip. So just open that left knee out to the left and maybe taking your gaze over that right shoulder. Good. Grounding through all four corners of the right foot. Good. Feel that low belly hug in for support. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, send that left leg back, facing the long edge of your mat. Goddess pose. Nice wide stance. Toes point out about 45 degrees. Arms out like a goalpost. Sink the hips. Good. Maybe settling in even more by swaying back and forth. And then once you find that sweet spot, settle in there. Good. Begin to lengthen the tailbone down towards the mat. Feel the navel hug in towards the spine. Breathe. Nice strong stance. Couple more breaths. You got this. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs. Triangle pose. Left toes turn out, right toes turn in. Arms to a T. And extend that left arm towards the left foot. Exhale, lower down towards the mat, ankle, or shin. Good. Keeping that top arm in line with the mouth. Good. Slight bend in the front knee. Try not to lock that knee out. Good. Inhale, arms to a T. And exhale, triangle pose, front of mat. Good. Extend the left fingertips towards the left foot. Right foot, I'm sorry. breaths here. Good. Inhale, arms to a T. And exhale, windmill the hands. Step back, top of a plank. Let's take a vinyasa to wash it out. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, pull through and forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more side to work through. Good. Inhale, rise to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees. Hop, step, walk forward. Good. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Good. Inhale, rise up, circle arms. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Shift your weight onto the left foot. Hug the right knee in towards the chest. Good. Taking a hold of your left hip with your left hand. Good. Exhale, let's open the hip. Taking the gaze off the left shoulder. Good. Inhale, come through to center. Exhale, send that right leg back. Goddess pose. Good. Elbows in line with shoulders. And from here, let's place the hands on the thighs. Good. Maybe sinking the hips a bit lower. And from here, let's lower that right shoulder down, gazing off the left shoulder. Good. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, gently switch sides. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Take that goddess pose once more. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs. Triangle pose, back of mat. Good. Right toes, left toes turn in. Right toes turn out. Arms to a strong T. Good. Let's lower that right arm down towards the mat, ankle shin. Good. Energetically reaching that left arm up towards the ceiling. And then maybe gazing forward so you have a nice neutral neck. Good. Soft front knee. Good. Inhale, arms to a T. Triangle, front of mat. Right toes turn in, left toes turn out. Exhale, lower down. Good. Continue to relax that left hip back. Good. Exhale, plant the hand. Let's take a vinyasa. Good. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, pull through and forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Let's lower the knees to the mat. Working our way into child's pose. Kiss the big toes. Spread the knees wide if that's available. Or you can keep the knees together and just sink your sit bones towards the heels. Good. Just feel that energy swirling around. To reconnect with the breath. Relaxing the shoulders. Good. On your next inhale, let's rise to all fours. Good, placing the knees in line with the hips. Good, let's curl the toes under, lift the hips up and back. Downward dog. Good, inhale, right leg lifts. And exhale, send that right knee forward, pigeon prep. Good, so taking that right knee next to the inside of that right hand. Good, let's take a gaze back at that left leg. Just making sure that left leg is in line with the left hip. So you may need to walk it in a bit or out. Good, once you find your sweet spot, you can either stay here on the palms or lower all the way down onto the forearms or block if you have one available. Pigeon pose doesn't always necessarily mean that the front shin has to be parallel with the mat. Just keep in mind, if you have the right heel in line with the left hip, just use that as your guide for proper alignment. Good, relaxing the space between the shoulder blades, allowing your heart to melt. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then next inhale, rise up. Good, plant the palms, curl the back toes under. Lift the knees, slide that right leg back, 3-leg dog, or whatever variation of down dog you want to take. Good. Working our way onto the left side. Inhale, left leg sweeps. And exhale, send that left knee forward next to the inside of the left hand. Good. Checking in with your alignment here. Making sure that left heel is in line with the right hip. And then gazing back at that right leg. Good. Maybe tucking the toes under, lifting the knee, and sending that leg back another inch if the space is available. Good. Settling in here. Taking your variation. Again, softening. And maybe just noticing how different you feel from when you first began this practice. Feeling a bit more focused, relaxed, and present. That's the beauty of yoga. Good, 2 more breaths. next inhale, rise up, curl the back toes under, lift the knee. Good, slide that left leg back. Find a nice stretch. Good, let's lower the knees to the mat. Good, coming to seated. Good, and then finding your way on your back. Good, and just as we did at the beginning of practice, let's bring the heels in close to the sit bones for bridge pose. Good, so placing the forearms and palms on the mat. Inhale as you lift the hips. Good, soften the sit bones a bit. Good, maybe taking a bind underneath that low back and working the shoulder blades towards one another. Good, lifting through the chest a bit. And taking several breaths here. Good, release the bind to lower the hips. Good, let's hug the knees in towards the chest. Good, maybe rolling side to side, massaging that low back. Good, and then extending the left leg, the right leg to the corners of your mat. Relaxing your arms down by the sides. Maybe working those shoulder blades towards one another. Moving the head side to side until you find that nice, comfortable spot to relax. Taking a short Shavasana. Begin to invite subtle movements back to the body. Wiggling the fingers, the toes. Moving the head left to right. And hugging the knees in towards the chest. Good. Reaching that right arm overhead. Good, and rolling onto your right side. Working your way to seated. Thank you so much for joining me. I miss all of you so much. Hopefully, I will see you back in the studio soon. Namaste.